Yeah, you know that I want it like always.
Always on the go?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to us anywhere.
Download the TuneIn app. Okay.
Type in WindyCityUnderground.com. It's that easy. For your music, your station.
And welcome to Talk of the Shy. It's Monday morning. I am your host, Quan the Don.
It's afternoon.
Oh, I'm so glad you caught
But
it.
you know I gotta come on playing. You know how I do, man. Can I be funny without y'all time?
Go ahead.
Get it all the way out.
I apologize, sir.
Dang.
Get out. She
I
came for you.
My
instantly.
apologies.
Again. Now I got. Let me start over.
Yeah, start over.
Start over.
Start over. Cut the mic.
Again, man. Hold on. Just
Always
messed up
on
my
the go?
moment. I was trying to
Listen to us anywhere.
Download the TuneIn app. Okay.
Type in WindyCityUnderground.com. It's that easy. For your music, your station.
All right, welcome to Talk of the Shy. Happy Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? You're here with your boy Quan
He
the
said it
Don.
over.
Y'all already know.
All
And I'm
right.
joined by.
Moyo.
All right, I also got my main man,
Filling in the stew.
Philly in the Stinu. And you know, today I got a special guest joining us, man. Let them know who you are and that's you in the building, man.
Dino, what's up, Chicago?
It's my boy Dino.
Shout out to my man,
Y'all
Dino.
already know, man. Welcome to Talk of the Shy. How was everybody weekend?
It was good.
Good.
It was good.
Relaxing.
What happened this weekend? Yeah, it was relaxing.
Yeah,
It was relaxing?
Yeah.
What about you, Mo? How was your weekend?
What up?
It must have been good. She don't even remember. She's like, well, dang.
I don't do nothing. Like, I go to school and work, and that's it. I mean, it was okay, I guess.
You really didn't do nothing exciting?
No.
Oh,
I was
man.
at
The Bud
SMG.
Billiken was on Saturday.
I was at
Y'all didn't
SMG.
No.
Did
No.
nobody go to the Bud?
No, I was
Nobody
at
go to the
work.
Bud?
While y'all was having fun at them parades, I was at work getting it in, getting them hours,
You sound
okay?
really sad. You sound really sad about that. You was mad?
You pressed?
A little
Listen,
bit.
so I had a really interesting weekend as well. So I'm going to tell y'all a little story that happened to me this weekend. I was leaving out my house, and I was getting ready to go to a friend of my house, and I saw a car, you know what I'm saying, that looked stuck, obviously, in the street. Now,
Okay.
you know, my first instinct was to help. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I had already procrastinated like 15 minutes from not going to where I was supposed to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I needed to get to that place.
Yeah.
So a part of me was trying to ignore. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
That's the black
I
folk
locked
in
the
you, huh?
door and I turned the opposite way so they couldn't look at
Man.
me. And then I had my phone up to my face like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see him. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like my gate, we locked the gate, right? So I tried to open the gate and the gate was locked, so it stopped me for another second and it threw off what I had going.
Yeah.
So I put the key in the gate and I unlocked
That's
the
a
gate.
shame.
I opened the gate, I closed the gate and I lock it, and it's a slow process. So now I'm
no.
like, oh, I'm caught.
So what if that was you, though?
Dang.
I turned and I get to walking towards my car, I put my key in the car, and they didn't immediately ask me for help. They suckered me into the help, like we don't need none, but you know something about cars.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like,
Good.
no, I don't really know nothing about cars like that, but what's going on? She like, well, when we put the car in drive in reverse, it ain't doing nothing. Ain't that the transmission? And I was like, yeah, that might be the transmission, dog. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing you can do about that one, you know what I'm saying? So he put the car in drive. He trying to get it to go. It ain't going nowhere. He put it in reverse. It ain't going nowhere. So I was like, look, it's over with, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
just tell
when
him
I
the
told
truth.
him that, he started to explain his situation to me. He was like, man, I just had a young lady come drive here from like 2.5 hours to come see me. She gonna be blue.
Dang.
2 hours, though.
2 hours.
So I was like, man, she drove 2 hours, and then you know what I'm saying?
can't go
I was
there.
like, man, you know that this probably been wrong with her car, you know, before, you know, you jump behind the wheel. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, if you know the transmission ran out, that's probably been. You know what I mean? She probably shouldn't even jumped on the highway.
He's trying to help him handle
Did
the
she get an
situation.
You know
oil
what I mean?
change?
Well, I was really just trying to give him some positivity
There
out
you
of the
go. There you
situation.
go.
You know what I mean? Long story straight, he had to U-turn the car because I was gonna let him park, you know, in front of our house, and let him park there. It took my man's a good 25 minutes to U-turn the car. Like his turning skills just was not
Come on,
there.
don't put him out like that.
Like, nah, I'm gonna keep it 100. This my boy though. We cool now. You know what I'm saying? He told me I could talk about it because I told him like, bruh, it took you 25 minutes
To
to
bust
bust
the
the
U-turn.
U-turn. Like his
Trash.
auntie was behind him in the truck pushing him, and we like turned the wheel, and he turned the wheel this much, and then turned it back, and we was like, no, all the way, turn the wheel.
Till you
all
hear
the
it
way.
lock, really.
And then, you know, at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intoxicated, and I realized at that moment his window wasn't even rolled down. When he rolled the window down, it was like, huh? I was like, listen, this ain't he got the window rolled down? Hey, turn the wheel this way. You know what I'm saying? So he get to turn the wheel.
Oh, man.
He finally get into the driveway, and he take his foot off the brake, and the car rolled backwards, and I'm just
Start
like,
over. Oh, no.
all right, so listen here. We finally got him, you know, on the sidewalk. It was a little crooked, but we got him in there. Needless
Come
to
on the
say.
sidewalk.
And got him off to the side. So shout out to y'all, because I told y'all we was going to talk about that today. And the funniest part is his auntie kids. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I was like, look, I got a talk show. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about this on my talk show, too. And her kids' name is Marcus and Mariah. MJ, I told him I was going to shout them out. So if y'all watching, what's up, y'all? It was hilarious because her son was like, I want to be on TV. Shout me out.
Shout out to you.
I got you, little homie. What's your name, man? He was like, my name MJ, but they call me Marcus.
Marcus.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool. So Marcus and Mariah, shout out to y'all, man. Mariah helped me push the car and everything. We had to, you know what I'm saying? We had to do a little, get aggressive and get in there and push the car a little bit too. Get our hands a little dirty. She helped me. She didn't even care. She was like, I'll help you push the car.
She a real MVP.
She the real.
She the real
MVP, you know what I'm
MVP.
saying?
Shout out to her.
Shout out to you, Mariah, for getting your hands dirty with a real one, man. We had to get them up out of that jam, man. It was real. But other than that, my weekend was, you know, it was
Interesting.
good. It was
Yeah, it was
interesting. Other than that, you know, I really just chilled. I worked the majority of it, but you know, that's life. Outside of this, you know, that's just what comes
Still got
to
life.
it.
You know what? It's blowing, like, it's really itching my brain. This man, the director of Final Phase.
Mhm.
Now, he's been in jail before, and they released him.
Mhm.
And now you back in there with more cases. So he might be in there longer.
He is. He raped them. That's what they say.
I mean, but some of them
that's
are
what we gonna go with.
accusations and
Yeah,
some are
okay.
true.
Yeah, we talking about that.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel
No,
bad.
no, I don't know.
I
You brought
feel
that up,
bad
that's
because,
just-
like, as a female,
You don't like it. Why?
Well, speak your mind.
what you
Speak your-
okay? So everybody listening, what was that? I was a senior in high school. My math teacher, I'm not saying any names to those who are watching from UCW. A high school teacher was trying to come on to me, and this was like 6:00 in the morning. At this time, I'm like traveling to get to school, so I'm hearing the inbox message, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's, you know, such and such. So I'm like, oh, okay. So what does he want? So I was with my best friend, and I read the message to her, and she was like, it's 6:00 in the morning. And he was commenting on a picture of mine, and he was like, what did he say? He said, oh, this picture does something to me. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, you know what, never mind. I guess because I didn't feed into his BS.
Wow.
So, long story short, I had to tell my counselor at school, and it's her job to report everything to the police, and if she did it, she will go to jail. So at this point, I have a a restraining order, and he's no longer able to work with kids.
Yeah,
Facts. Good job.
So
Good job, Mo.
Good job.
I was crying the whole day, y'all. Because
Today or that day?
No, that day. Because I really looked up to this man. Like, he was
Right.
like one of my,
And that's usually,
he was like a
mentor.
father.
that's usually how
Yeah.
it happens, though.
Yeah, that's how it
honestly,
go.
And there's
And
so
it's
many
messed up to
girls
say
in this
that.
dance team, and it's just like, why would you try to take advantage of every single girl in there?
Nah, but you know what? To you know, not to you know give any credit to this or anything, but I'm glad that you know that you brought that up because we could touch on stuff like this. Like even when we was in high school, you know, a lot of you know, the older men that we grew up seeing mess with these younger girls. And you have to remember, when we was in high school, I saw them getting picked up by dudes in cars.
Right.
So, you know, we can't just make it seem like that's not the norm of some of this stuff a little bit. So it is.
And I've seen messages.
Because we don't talk about it or we don't say nothing, but some of these young girls try to act grown and try to be grown. And it's some of these men out here that will mess with a young girl. You know what I'm saying? And think that it's okay and look at it like it's okay. So, you know, that's why we should have a conversation to put it out there and figure out what is okay and what's not okay. What's going on, Katie? What's going on, Katie? You know what I'm saying? Katie had to work today.
Shout out to Katie.
Shout out to Katie.
Her birthday is Wednesday.
I know Katie's birthday is coming up 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it popping for Katie's birthday. Y'all already know. But look, you know what I'm saying? We've done a lot of talking. I never got to the question of the day, which I know we got to get to some music as always. You know what I'm saying? But my question of the day, we'll come back to it. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm going to get to this Jimmy Baby. You know what I'm saying? This is XXX Sex.
Drum dummy.
I know you like the way I kiss upon you, the way I touch upon you, the way I rub upon you, rubbing on you. I know you like it when I kiss upon you, the way I touch upon you, the way I rub upon you, girl. I can tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. The way I kiss upon you, touch on my lips, you tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. The way I kiss upon you, talk to it, kissing on it, licking on it, I'm rubbing on it, Girl, I know you want it, like I want it. Now won't you back it up? I'm about to push up on it. I can tell that you like that. When the street nigga hit it from the back, ain't deep, now you scratching on my back. I pull out, put my face in your cat. Ooh, nasty. We making love on a roller coaster. Okay, now she got me gone. Making love to some kisses, we love you down the song. Waiting the sheets up, ooh, baby, song. Neighbors knocking at the front door, wondering what's wrong. Like the way I kiss upon you, touch upon you, rubbing on you. I know you like it when I kiss upon you, touch upon you, when I rub upon you, girl. I can tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. The way I kiss upon you, touch upon you, tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. I can tell that you like that. The way I kiss upon you, touching on you.
Yeah, it's your boy Quana Don, and we always lit every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. here on WindyCityUnderground.com. Talk of the Shy radio station here in Chicago. We tearing it up, man. Just take a listen for yourself.
I think Jay-Z, Jordan of the industry. I think Drake is LeBron.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. I was just talking about Drake earlier. Like, I don't think Drake ever made a bad record.
You have it, man. When he was somebody was like he's 372 and I was like, that's almost accurate. Because I can't think of what, you know, everybody else would be like, hey, that was you know, even Wayne that made one, you like,
I don't know about that Wayne, but Drake, you be like, I'm feeling that every single time. I don't know if it's because he get emotional in this song or what, but it's because I think Drake reached every audience. Like, he here for the females, but I got y'all guys. Like, it ain't not one audience that Drake can't touch. And then his Canadian background, like.
So keep it locked with us right here on Talk of the Shy, partnered with Mama Red Broadcasting, powered by iHeart, Spreaker, and Spotify.
Always on the go?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to us anywhere.
Download the TuneIn app. Okay.
Type in WindyCityUnderground.com. It's that easy. Where your music, your station.
All right, and welcome back to Talk of the Shy here on WindyCityUnderground.com. Also streaming from Mama Red Broadcasting. coming from iHeart and Spreaker as well, and Spotify. I'm your host, Quan the Don. And I'm also joined by
Moyo.
my lovely Moyo. There we go. I'm my main man,
Philly in the
Steno. And then I got my main man, Dino in the building. Y'all already know how we doing it, man. So welcome back to Talk of the Shy. My question of the day today, I never really got to it, but I want to get to it right now because it's one that has really been irking my nerves. And I can't wait to talk about it, man. Why haven't any of these crimes been solved? We got all these red light cameras, and I know a bunch of people that got tickets and on the boot list and all of this. We got all these speed cameras. We got all these blue light cameras. It's cameras everywhere. But for some reason, nobody can seem to be caught for these crimes and these killings and these shootings that's going on around Chicago area. Now, I'm not one to start nothing, but I've also been seeing these black face and black people masks that's been going around as well, that people have been committing crimes in to make it seem like black people are committing these crimes when it might not even be black people in entirety. And you know what I'm saying? This is disgusting. Yeah. To really think that people are really going out of their way to do things like this to really incriminate us as people. That's sickening right there, man. And it needs to be talked about because clearly, we can't say it's a conspiracy when we got more cops in our neighborhood now, but these killings are still happening and nobody's being caught. I see the lights on all the time. I see them pulling people over all the time, but nobody's getting arrested for it, and we not saying nothing.
All right. Did they get discouraged? You know what I'm saying? After you try to reach out and try to get some assistance from the communities, and the communities turn the other cheek because it's their uncle, their nephew, or cousins. Eventually, the cousin be like, well, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Until they march. Or, you know what I'm saying? Right. They don't care when we come in and try to do some work.
A march is not going to do anything at this point. You know what I mean? I think
it's not bad, but
at this point, it's a start. But what has a march ever got anything? You know what I mean?
Nowhere. Real detective work. We need some people in the community be like, I know that mother trucker that did it because, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know?
We need more people to just start being honest. Yeah. And then we need to put our money in the right places and behind the right people.
Yes, sir.
And we need to protect our own and stop being afraid to. Right. I think that's the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? If we want to make any change, it has to start with us. And we have to do something different to see something different. So we got to understand the system that our parents followed led us to be in the conditions that we are in right now. Now, if we follow the same path, what's going to be for us? It's going to be the same thing. So we have to do something different in order to see something different as well. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think marching is what they did before. We need to do something bigger than marching. Right. You know what I'm saying? When they boycotted the buses, that's when we got change.
Yes, sir. Yes,
do you understand what I'm saying? When we put our money together and say, you know what, you need a ride, I'm going to give you a ride.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
even with that, it's getting dangerous now.
You know what I'm saying? Even that, that's true because of the conditions and all of the things that we have going on, in the world. It's making people violent. It's making people, crazy and vicious. You know what I'm saying? We just conditioned to a lot of things that we didn't used to be, and that's just the reality of it. And that comes back to the same thing when I was talking about when we see guns, we hear them popping guns and we like, oh, he just busting. We not running, we don't duck, we not. You know what I mean? We just immune to it. It's just nothing.
It is,
you know what I mean? It's like if we hear a bomb go off in the hood, we be like, dang, that sound like a bomb, G.
And go right back to
and go right back to the same thing we was doing, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just like it could have really been a bomb and niggas could have really blew up, but we had finished playing basketball or cards or whatever it was we was doing until we see it on the news like, man, it really was a bomb.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what has me like, man, when did we get to the point that, man, we just so, unin tune with stuff like that? Like,
when now it's
just emotionless to a lot of stuff. Like, I don't care, it ain't me. So,
they're making jokes out of this too. Like,
that's messed up though.
Certain people got shot.
Yeah.
And then they just sitting here putting laughing emojis out on Facebook.
I think it's messed up when they making jokes about your own race being killed.
Right.
Like, how's that funny? Like, that could have been
then
you
y'all
or
sitting
one.
Here crying
like
when you see somebody, one of them people,
was
your family, right? Was your
loved
family
ones.
member?
Then you want everybody to feel sorry for you and be like that.
Can you look up my boy name?
Who?
From the Crosses from Losses.
Crosses for Losses. I got you.
Yeah, can you look that up?
Shout out to him.
Can you look that information up? We need to give him a shout out as well.
And
this is the perfect time.
Hey, make sure as well, those of y'all that's listening, Mama Red got the
Back to the Streets tour. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Check up page for all of the listeners and everything on that. They're going to be in Detroit here on August 24th. Yeah. And then in Phoenix, Arizona on September 25th.
Shout out to Michael Octavius Bell.
Michael Octavius Bell. You know, we met his mom out at the Crosses for Losses event that went down at the
what was that? By the Buckingham?
Yeah, by the Buckingham Fountain. We were out there shooting a video and ended up running into the camera crew and the people that was out there. Ended up meeting the director and just some more people and meeting his mom and just talking to her. And you know, the kid that killed her son was only 15 years old.
And he was
15 years old, and he was 18 or 19. One of the two. Yeah. And it's just, you know, tragic that stuff like that has to happen. These are our kids killing each other. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, we can't take that lightly because these are the people that's supposed to lead us. Mm-hmm. And that's the part that we always have to remember. As we grow older, they're going to be the ones take care of them. So if they killing each other and doing this now, as they get older, how much reckless you think they're going to become if we don't put a stop to it now? I think they're going to bring
that martial law, man. I think after a while,
that's my whole point.
When the people in power are going to be like, you know what, we can't, when it looks like that they can't do nothing about it, they're going to be like, nah, we can't have us looking like we powerless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
but they are.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They are. And that's the part a lot of people forget. I tell people this and remind people this all the time. If everybody right now, like I told you earlier, Philly, if everybody right now said, forget my job, forget my car, forget this house, forget everything, I'm going to live off the land.
Yeah.
And I'm going to live with my people. And I'm not worried about none of this stuff. Y'all can have it. If everybody did that, what could they do? Nothing.
Because they can't.
And there is no stop. Right. There is no stopping me and telling me that I can't do. This is for everybody. It's plentiful for everybody. Sure. But at the same time, we've been so conditioned to feel I have to do this job. I have to pay this rent. But who says?
Right.
Who really says that?
All right.
Right. So when we think about it logically, it makes no sense at all. But, you know, we still continue to do what we do. Just like I'm here now trying to learn as much as I can so I can still go out and get me a job and fight the good old fight. But at the end of the day, you know, in the inside, that's what yells out to me. Like my ancestors is like, y'all tripping right now. This is not what you should be doing. This is not what life is supposed to be. And there's more. If you just open your mind to it, and
we complain about everything.
Yes, we do. Everything. Yes, we do.
Our ancestors been through way worse.
You know what I'm saying? Way worse.
And I say so myself. I do complain.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
when
we all do.
I mean, we all
like
do.
Sad stuff. It makes me think like, why are you complaining as much as you do?
Fact. And I think sometimes that's the one thing we all forget about. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like we might complain about, you know, water or somebody don't got clean water somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Michigan was
or we complain about a couch or a bed or a pillow. It's some people that don't have those.
You got a mattress
you know
on
what I mean?
Floor.
So it's like everybody should be grateful for whatever it is that they have at every moment, whether it's big or whether it's small, whether it's a lot, whether it's a little. You should be grateful because it's somebody that's in a worse
that don't have it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So at the end of the day, you should always be grateful for what you have,
especially in other countries.
Yeah, you know the minute, and it's always the minute you feel like, you know, bump that whatever, then you lose it. Now you want to be grateful for it. Like, oh man, I ain't got it no more now. You know,
right?
Like, I should have probably kept up with that. Man. Yeah. So that's always real, man. But you know, that's my question of the day. Why aren't people being caught, you know, for these crimes and for this stuff that's going on? Why ain't nobody said nothing? KD said they don't want to solve them. We made out to be a bad city for the bad people, so they feel like ain't nobody missing us. Only way to get some action is to start with ourselves. It don't matter till it hits home, and that's perfectly correct, KD. I wish he was right here saying it live, because that's definitely the truth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to KD. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely some facts right there. It definitely is. What's the people saying over there? Are they saying anything over there?
We ain't got no comments over here.
Oh, okay. Well, nobody chimed in and tuned in from over there. So you know,
got a lot of comments over there.
Yeah, I was just reading them off.
Them KDs.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Katie. She's still putting her input. All right.
Input in. That's what's up, though. We need to see that. As always.
I had another thing also.
What's
about
up?
That possibly. Some people, as long as they're able to go work their jobs, come home, kiss their kids, they wife or girlfriend or whatever, they could care less. You know what I'm saying? They like, forget meeting every Saturday. Now I got to leave my little piece that I get from the 2 days that I'm off. from the 5 days that I work. Anybody come and sit around a bunch of people that ain't gonna get nothing, you know what I'm saying? That's what some people, they're like, man, you know what? As long as I keep a little money in the bank, you know what I'm saying? They like, don't rock the boat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you spread 5 of them amongst 30 people that's ready to ride, and eventually they start mixing in, and it becomes a virus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the truth.
You're going to get disappointed trying to make a change.
That's the way that it always was. And I feel like, you know, just like I said last week when I was talking to y'all, when I brought up the 12 years a slave and I was telling y'all about them riding over on the boat, you know what I'm saying? Like, spiritually that spoke to me because it just was like, yo, that's so dope how they showing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They made it seem like it was a song, but they really was talking. And like, bro, you know how deep that's cool. Bro?
And I didn't even know that until you told me because I watched the movie before.
When you go back and you pay attention to it, you like, yo, like we was that connected, and like now we argue about the littlest, like, cause I ain't get ice cream or if you go to the, you know what I mean, like.
But you realize how the time changed.
Now it's like how do you know what I'm saying? So now looking back at all of the, you know, the circumstances and stuff that's happened, it's just like we've been broken down little by little for so long to now we at bottoms pit. So the only way we can go as people is up.
Yes, sir.
In my mind. So that's why I'm not afraid. I'm happy about the times we in right now because the only way we can go is up. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we can do is get better from here because we already at rock bottom. We already at the worst of the worst. They trying to kill us each and every way. And you can't even just say us. I mean us and everybody in entirety. Like we see the food we are being fed. We doing the research on it. We starting to wake up and realize these things. We see, you know, that this is a money driven country economy. We understand that. If you follow the money, you see that. You know what I'm saying? We understand that things are systematically in place to keep us down when we notice that. But at the same time, it's not going to change anything knowing it if you're not going to put no money behind it. And if you're not going to support nothing that's trying to change that or affect that, it's not going to do nothing.
What you drinking, Mo?
Just like I told Mo up here on set getting drunk, y'all.
I'm drinking water, guys. Drink your water.
H2O. What you drinking?
Mo on here getting drunk, y'all.
It was so slick. I just watched it the whole time.
Yes, Mo on here getting drunk, y'all. I see you, Mama, up here getting drunk like that on TV. We ain't on TV, but we on live.
We on live.
We ain't gonna get on y'all while y'all trying to get on me. Okay.
Facts, though.
Okay.
But no, back to the point that I was just saying, though, everybody, we have to, you know, grow as people and grow as individuals. If we ever want to see some change in our neighborhood and in our communities, we have to do something different. Basically, and we have to step out and not be afraid to do something different and dare to be different and not be afraid to be judged in that light or looked at different in that light. And when somebody does something, we invest in that person and support that person and wrap our arms around that person and really invest in them and you know, support what they doing, support their movement, shout them out like it's yours and really be happy for that person. And I think once we get back to a place where we like that, we'll be all right as
like
this
people
show. And as a unit. Yeah,
the show is trying to help, you know?
Just how we a family here and we connected. You know what I'm saying? We argue, but we right back cool. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? We might disagree on some stuff, but at the end of the day, we agree that this is how we gonna be and this how, you know, this is how we gonna always come and this is what it's gonna be till we get to where we going. So, you know, shout out to everybody that tune in with Talk of the Shy. Y'all know how we rock, man. Y'all know how we get down. We just try to bring the real to y'all and y'all bring the real back to us. So that's what it's about. We trying to bring up real topics that really need to be discussed and really talk about it and really discuss it and put it out there on the platform and see what the people got to say and see how everybody else feel. So, you know, that's just what it do. But what's going on, Shay? What's going on, Auntie August? I see y'all. What's going on, Monk? I see you, my boy. The Real, what's up, Coach Real? Everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so, I'm jealous. Hey, Quan.
Hey, let's get it. Yeah, we going crazy all the way. But, you know, that's just something that I always felt that, you know, I see people all the time. It's just like if you know, Moyo had a good idea and I seen it, you know, I would say, Moyo, you know, I believe in that. I'm going to give you $10,000 or $50,000 to invest in yourself. You know what I mean? it's some, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna say no, you know, but it's people that can do that. You know what I'm saying? And how many people in our ethnicity do you see really doing that and saying, hey, you know what? I believe in you, young fella. Let me put some money behind you. Right. And when we start to see that, we'll start to spark change and induce change. They only do that
when there's a camera involved.
That's true.
This.
That's true. That's true. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I never understand why people post feeding the homeless and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you do it all the time? So why you filming it? Why
I mean, I can understand if you're trying to promote it so you can help others.
And it's the difference. I don't always give change. Like, I give change when it's on my heart to give change. Yeah. And like, if I feel like, oh man, I probably should give this person change, then I give them some change. But if something telling me like, man, I'm not finna give you no change to get drunk though. Right. Man, I can't do you. Like, I ain't gonna do you. But if I really feel like you really finna go get something to eat with the money that I'm finna give you, then I might give it to you. But man, I gotta get into this song, man. Right now we gotta take another break and get into a commercial, man. So I'm gonna drop this D the Truth spiel on y'all, man. Make sure y'all keep it locked right here with us on Talk of the Shy, man. Right here on WindyCityUnderground.com and Mama Red Broadcasting Network.
Lil' bite. Yeah, man, look at this drip that I got. Bring them up cause I'm dripping a lot. They acting like I ain't the man of the year. These niggas won't give me my props. They acting like I ain't been dripping for years. These niggas is fake as they watch. Stood up like a man and I faced all my peers. All that capping need to stop. Yeah, bitch, I'm a boss and he can't catch up cause I lost him. I'm dripping, I'm saucing. Now my white bitch call me awesome. Ooh, just look how she walking. Never get wet like a faucet. She a freak, I can tell how she talking. Been over and a doggy. Man, I got the song, get back, I ain't tryna spill it. I bought a house, you went buy with your name. I had to say them blue faces. I stayed on 100 right up to the ceiling. I crack a pint, pour it over my knee. I crack a pint when I get in my feelings. Yeah. Man, I try to tell them these niggas ain't listen. These niggas talk like they some bitches. That's why I work hard to get it. How you gon' say I ain't come from no trenches? Little niggas was just starving in me. I came up out of foreign dinner. Hit the good stores, I know all my dinner. Niggas want smoke, we got all the switches. Just like Luke, can't we kick it? We focus on rich and my niggas, not worry about these bitches. I jumped in that water, told myself this one of my niggas, not worry about these fishes. I hop in that bird and I whip it. My bitch got no shirt on her teeth. I'm trapping, I'm serving these Christians. Yeah, we get that work and we flip it. But you know the drill. We don't never take these hoes to our crib. I never show these hoes where I live. Everybody want a little bit of sauce. I can't help but show these niggas my drip. Remember we were pulled back and no shit. Thought we were smart, but we ain't no shit. Everybody love you when you got something. But nobody love you, man. Look at this shit that I got. Bring them up cause I'm dripping a lot. They acting like I ain't the man of the year. These niggas won't give me my props. They acting like I ain't been dripping for years. These niggas is fake as they watch. Stood up like a man and I faced all my peers. All that capping need to stop. Yeah, bitch, I'm a boss and he can't catch up cause I lost him. I'm dripping, I'm saucing. Now my white bitch call me awesome. Ooh, just look how she walking. Never get wet like a faucet. She a freak, I can tell how she talking. Been over and a doggy. Most time I get in my feelings. The drugs who I choose was thinking about pour me a four. Yeah, pour me a deuce, I pour me a deuce. See, I gave my heart to a bitch. And she on the cruise, like why this bitch play with my heart? I got love on the loose, and now I'm just thinking like, let's move. When I got the bag, I brought it to you. Now I'm in the past, cause I put you last, and I'm feeling sad, like what I'ma do? Ain't nobody had love like we did. Ain't nobody turned up like we did. Baby, they ain't know nothing but we is. They only hating on us cause we lit. If we play with them rats, we gon' spray this hat. If you got that set, man, I say where it's at. Cause my niggas hungry and ain't nothing. Ain't got no home, they stay in the trap. I came from the mud, we live with the rest. They can't kill my cousin, where was I at? They can't kill my cousin, where was I at? Should've stuck to the drill. Should've never took the hope of my crib. Should've never showed the hope where I live. Everybody want a little bit of love, but everybody don't deserve my tears. I was just up like 42 bins. They said they love me, drape me down 10. Everybody love you when you got something, but nobody love me. Man, look at this drip that I got. Bring them up cause I'm dripping a lot. They acting like I ain't the man of the year. These niggas won't give me my props. They acting like I ain't been dripping for years. These niggas is fake as they watch. Stood up like a man and I faced all my peers. All that capping need to stop. Yeah, bitch, I'm a boss and he can't catch up cause I lost him. I'm dripping, I'm saucing. Now my white bitch call me awesome. Ooh, just look how she walking. Never get wet like a faucet. She a freak, I can tell how she talking. Been over and a doggy.
What's up, everybody? This is Moyo from Talk of the Shy. I am here to give you a little segment called Mo Spice, which is basically like Strawberry Letter from Steve Harvey Morning Show. If you don't listen to Steve Harvey Morning Show, it's basically something I can give you advice on, and you can use your real name or a fake name. Just listen to the show.
Welcome back to Talk of the Shy, man. I'm your host, Quan the Don, here on WittyCityUnderground.com. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm coming back. I'm joined by the Miss Lovely.
Moyo.
I'm also got my main man, Philly in the Steno. And then I'm also joined by my main man,
Dino.
Y'all already know, man. Y'all know what it is, man. So welcome back to Talk of the Shy. You know what I'm saying? Before we left, we got into that, my boy D the Truth spill, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all listening on the radio station live to us, we got that Kid Row, new Keisha playing in the background. Shout out to my boy Kid Row. He came on episode 2. If y'all missed that, y'all can also go check that out. Hey, my boy doing big things. Hey, shout out to my boy Kami who came out last week. Shout out to you too as well, man.
Get them kicks, y'all.
Have you on the studio, man. We need them Talk of the Shy kicks, 250. I'm running off with my shoes like Reggie. Pew, pew.
Fire under your feet.
Running off a man like Reggie. Hey, but y'all already know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, AG? Y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for my boy Philly in the studio. Give us our sports update for the day, man. So go on, drop that. Go on. Hold on, Philly. Let me get you some. Let me go to your music. Let me go to your music.
I hope it's something good this time.
Nah, it's
I can't hear it though.
It's some Drake. Y'all can't never hear it. Y'all don't never want to wear headphones.
So it's some Drake.
Oh yeah, you know some Drake. I got you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I got you, my boy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Dre out in the Ville as well, man. I got to try to get him out here, man. My boy is a fool on the comedy side. If y'all ain't checked out Dre Burns, y'all better get in tune, man. Come on, Philly. Bring that sports report, man.
Right, so the Cubs rookie David Bolt hit a walk-off grand slam to beat the Nationals 4-3 to take the series 2-1 last night. Cole Hamels pitched 7 innings in his home debut, giving up just 1 run on 1 hit while striking out 9 batters. With 68 wins and 49 losses, they now lead the NL Central by 3 games with a 2-game series against Milwaukee Brewers starting tonight at 7 o'clock. That's a big one for the Cubs.
Ooh, definitely is, man. Can't wait for that one.
We got the White Sox on a 2-game losing streak as they are currently playing Detroit Tigers.
Man, are we shocked?
0-0. No, we're not shocked.
We're not shocked, though. We said that last week.
We're not shocked. But this past weekend, Jim Thome got a little pregame celebration in honor of his time as playing as the Sox, and he got a baseball bat with his name on it.
That's what's up. That's what's up right there.
But then the White Sox still got 42 wins and 75 losses.
75?
Oh, 75 losses. 75. So
not 3, but 75.
Connecticut.
That's a big number.
Oh my gosh.
Connecticut Sun beat the Chicago Sky 82-75 yesterday. The Sun scored the last 14 points of the third quarter to take a 62-46 lead. The Sky did come back in to make the score 64-60 with a 14-2 run to start the fourth, but Connecticut extended it back to 77-64. This officially knocks the Sky out of playoff.
I know. I wish I could have heard the shotgun. Boom! They got hip out of there.
They knocked out.
Oh,
they gone.
Man, that's all
so
bad.
We didn't make it again.
I'm just here because I don't know.
We didn't make it again.
Yeah.
So the Blackhawks will play on 19 televised games this season. That's the most ever, and most of them will be on NBC. Most of them will be on NBC or NBC CSN, and NBC Sports announced it on Monday. So that's good because we missed the playoffs last year and the first time in a decade. So for us to get televised games, that's like okay. We still got something going for us.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. What up, my boy Mike? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Mike Brigham in the building, man. I see you.
So then we got the Bulls. You ready for this?
Yes, I want to hear. I want to hear the Bulls. I got to hear the Bulls. I'm ready for the Bulls. I'm ready for the Bulls.
All right, so the Bulls gonna open up the season against the Philadelphia 76ers, October 18th on TNT. You ready, Mo? You ready? You look excited. You excited? What song we don't know about? All right, so look. Ben Simmons, who averaged 8 assists and 16 points per game, and Joel Embiid, who averaged 13 rebounds and 21 points per game, lead the 76ers against the Bulls, where rookie Wendell Carter will be making his official debut along with Chris Dunn, who averaged 13.4 points per game, and Lauri Markkanen with 15 points per game. That's big. That's a tough game.
Big.
That's a tough game, but the Bulls gonna be ready.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be ready.
Dang the Bears.
They better be.
What's up with the Bears, man? What's going on with the Bears?
The Bears play a third preseason game against the Denver Broncos Saturday at 8 o'clock after losing again 30-27 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Mitchell Trubisky went 2 for 4 for only 4 yards and was set. Anthony Dawn, on the other hand, was 6 for 8 and threw 103 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Oh, he went crazy.
He went crazy in the preseason game. No, he went 6 for 8. So he had 6 completed passes. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, be quiet, Mo. Yeah, be quiet. So then, it's being reported by ESPN that Bears are giving Roquan Smith a 4-year, $18 million contract as the rookie contract holdout looks to be coming to an end shortly. So that's good. As we get him 3 weeks before the season starts.
That's good. We got some time to think on it. That's what's up.
And that's all that we got.
All right. And that's the sports report today, brought to you by my man Philly in the Stew here on Talk of the Shy. Y'all know how we doing it, man. That's all Chicago sports. You know what I'm saying? That's the latest news right there. So make sure you keep it locked with us, man. But now that segment is done, it's time for the next one. Can y'all hear the music?
No.
No, I know y'all can't. I'm talking to my listeners that's listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's time for that Mo Spice. Hold on.
Come on with the shades, y'all.
Oh, yeah. All right, so look, please don't read me this week. I know I got these bicycle sunglasses on, so don't read me.
I read you before.
Don't read me, cause
he's great.
These only sunglasses.
All right, we are ready.
I'm ready.
For the Mo Spice segment. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I thought it was gonna be Guys Day today, so I had something else planned. But listen, now Mo Spice is here, so we can.
Y'all see how he just gonna keep
it was supposed to be men's edition today, but it's okay.
Yeah, y'all thought.
It's okay.
But Moyo actually came and showed up, so
it's okay. So what you got for us? Show out. Okay. So go ahead. What you got for us?
Dear Moyo, I have been dating this guy in college for a while now, and we're about to graduate soon. However, I have been dating outside my race. I'm black and he's Hispanic. We have been getting racial slurs since we were freshmen. Should we react to the racial slurs and comments via word of mouth and social media, or do we think it will blow up and get worse? I'm also pregnant with. What does that mean if my child gets bullied in the future? I need help, Mo.
Oh man. Okay. Can I answer? Okay, wait.
Go ahead, Quan.
Can you read it again one more time, Mo?
One more.
Just one more time. What you crying for?
Cause
that's so emotional.
Get back. Do it again.
Okay.
Take my shades off so the people can see my face.
I have been dating this guy in college for a while now, and we're about to graduate soon. However, I have been dating outside my race. I'm black and he's Hispanic. We have been getting racial slurs since we were freshmen. Should we react to racial slurs and comments via word of mouth and social media, or do you think it will blow up and get worse? I'm also pregnant, what does it mean if my child gets bullied in the future? I need help. If y'all could see this man.
We gotta take a second, huh?
If y'all could see this man.
I'm waiting for him to get serious. I'm waiting.
No, I just want to be the first one to touch on this. And listen, first of all, where are you and your Mexican boyfriend going that y'all getting bullied? Number one,
right?
Because I've never known no black person to care if you bring the Mexican home. No. So is y'all going around the Mexican family and they treating you some type of way? Because I'm not sure. But I do know one thing: like black people look at Mexicans like cousins. So
right,
I'm trying to figure out where are you going that they looking at you crazy. Number one, but if you're going around, can I say it? Should I say it?
Yeah,
okay, if you're going around the white people and the white people are just treating you some type of way, just don't go around them or just ignore whatever it is that they saying because you know it's coming from a place of ignorance anyway. Just ignore it.
Yeah. Continue about your business.
When it comes to anybody else, it's coming from a place of ignorance. So just ignore it. I think, nobody in their right mind really cares about that type of stuff. You love who you love. You know, you don't have to do it, so really you shouldn't even care. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we do have people that care about other people's thoughts and how other people view them. And they care about. I've always been the type of person, I never cared what nobody thought
Shout
of me.
Shout out JoJo Barbie.
Or what they think of me. Shout out to JoJo Barbie. That's our number one fan, number one supporter. You know what I'm saying? She always got some feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you.
Shout out to K over here, boo. You know what I'm saying? I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
AG over here, Eric. You know what I'm saying? Nah, KD at work.
She gone. Yeah, she gone.
She at work right now.
JoJo says some people just need to grow out of racism.
Yes, they really do.
I'm sorry, I can't read. They're in love, which should matter. What
right.
Other people would say.
Let me ask you a question. Have somebody ever got racist with you and you got racist back? You should try it. Like, it really works sometimes. Like, I never say fight fire with fire.
But that's what you did.
But that's exactly what
that's
exactly what I did. Have you ever, hit somebody with some stuff they was gonna hit you with? They don't know what to do. So sometimes give that a try. Why they looking at you? Just cracker.
But the big thing.
I'm not gonna say it like that. I'll just super salad.
Crack. I'm dead.
I mean, we've been called everything.
It is what it is.
What's the problem if we backfire?
Right. But at the end of the day, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've walked into restaurants where they probably felt like I didn't have the money to be there, or I probably didn't have the proper attire to be there. And I've got snotty and looks of certain. I've walked into a steakhouse before and been the only black person in there and synced it's like the music stop or something like
in the movie.
Who let the black dude in? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's the doorman? Where's his antennas? How did he get in
Call
here?
Police.
With his kids and everything.
We're in danger.
You know what I'm saying?
Fear of our lives.
They looking at me like, oh, man.
You just don't got anything.
He got a party of 5 and he finna tip $6. Like, nah, this ain't even that.
Hey, I gotta say,
what she said?
Go ahead.
I gotta say, for the couple that's going through, the black girl and the Mexican dude.
Yes, sir.
Yo, one thing very, very important, no matter what you all weather out there, whatever route you all decide to take, as far as dealing or handling with it, do not bring it back to the house with y'all, man, because worst thing that can happen is from what they giving y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all dealing with it, y'all bring it back home, and now it's causing dissension against something so beautiful.
Yes,
and y'all about to bring a child into the
world.
world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all leave that stuff out the door, man.
Yes,
Other than that, strategies on handling in the next round that people got something to say.
Yes, sir.
Don't bring it back home. Don't get to arguing amongst each other about that.
Yeah,
and racism is taught.
Yeah.
Dino is speaking facts over here. Do y'all hear him?
Everybody.
Yeah, man. We hear my boy. Everybody speaking facts. You should be if you're on the show.
Right.
I Mr. Facts himself.
Yeah, but you get what you give. If somebody doesn't respect you, then you don't have to be obligated to respect them.
Facts,
People
which is true.
To learn respect is earned,
not given, which is true. Hey, at the same time, we all should have respect to a certain extent out the gate until somebody breaks that. And I think that's the one part we fail to realize. Like, there should be a sense of respect there until that, you know what I mean. Like by that, it's just like if I didn't know you. It's a certain way I should talk to you, and it's a certain way I should carry myself with you out of respect because I don't know you.
Yeah.
I shouldn't just meet you and be like, "What's up, B?"
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying? What's up, mother effer?
And you looking at him like,
ooh. Now you might take that the wrong way, but you know what I'm saying? What if that's really how I talk? We just don't know. You know what I mean? And it's situations that's like that we all run into all the time. And it's just us growing. We growing. That's the whole reason why we got Top of the Shot, to talk about this stuff, to put it out there, to broadcast it, and put it out there and really be honest about it and give our opinion. I feel like we do a good job at doing just that too.
I feel like we do a good job.
I actually spoke about this with a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He watches the show. Shout out to Quentin.
Shout out to Quentin then. Shout out to Quentin watching the show.
What's
up, sis?
I told him that usually guys in the black community usually go towards other races. because they want cute babies or those women.
No, I'm gonna just say this. Yeah, that's all it is for them. They weak minded. Mm-hmm. But not I only say weak minded because some of our sisters is built wrong too. And I'm gonna just keep it 100 and throw that out there. A lot of the sisters is built wrong too. And it's just like certain men don't have the time to say, you know what, I'm gonna raise her up and mold her up and instill these things in her. Some dudes is just like bump all that. I'm gonna go with this girl that's already built right, that's gonna do what I needed to do, and she gonna get this money, and I ain't even gotta worry about trying to instill nothing in her. It's already.
So why do they come back though?
Cause ain't nothing like home. Right. You ever heard that saying?
All
ain't
of the
nothing like home.
Issues alone. Stay in that home. Don't break that home.
I mean, you can step out for a little bit.
No, you can't step out. Cause if you step out, it's boundaries when you come back in. Don't step over them lines because y'all want to come back in there and just expect everything to be all peachy. It's gonna be off a little bit. Then you wondering like, why she acting like this?
That's the whole reason why I said weak-minded men. See, coming in, you already should know. Okay, if this is what it was, this how I need to come. And anything less, at that point, you should know. If you're not seeing the signs, or if you're not seeing that, then you should know this is not even something I should be doing. I need to stay away from that. Right. It's like I tell people all the time. You know, love with your mind and not your heart. Your heart meant to pump blood. Your mind know right from wrong, not your heart. Your heart's not gonna tell you what to do, what your mind is. So, you know, I always keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You know the signs, you know the stuff when you see it, and your mind tells you, but your heart make an excuse for it.
Right.
Oh no, I love them, or they just so nice, but on this time they gave me. You know how we is and how we get, you know what I mean? So it's just about being honest with yourself and being real with yourself. And then you save yourself, you know, from being in those situations. You know what I mean? So that's just how I look at that when it comes to that little situation as well. But, you know, our time is wrapping up here on Talk of the Shy. We will see y'all on Wednesday for all of y'all that missed today. Yeah, it's already over.
Can you read my comments before we go?
What comments?
Don't be shutting out my supporters.
Okay. People, in their opinion, interracial dating is not new. Already built right. You know what I'm saying? So only black women have challenges. Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nah, I said all women. Dang, let's get into that before we go. Before it's all said. All women, not just black women. All women. You know what I'm saying? All women are emotional. All women, no matter which one it is. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You niggas is emotional too.
Well, now, no. You know what? In today's society, yes, guys are emotional.
Wrong timing though.
They are. A lot of stuff has been desensitized and watered down.
You said you don't fit in this category?
No, sir.
Okay. That's weird.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. We have nothing
You ever
to do
seen
about
anything even slightly? Like, okay, I'm just asking. Like, hey, let's get it together. You feel me? Hey, don't try to throw no them there. Hey, it's 100.
It's just a question.
Oh, okay. That's 100% all men right here. You tell them, baby.
It's okay to
tell them.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Not 95.
Not 99.9.
Not that won't do. What that song say? 99.5 won't do. My mama used to take me to church. Nah, but make sure, man, y'all tune in, man. Follow us on all our social medias, man. Talk of the Shy. Make sure y'all follow us on Talk of the Shy 18_ on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Artists, if you have music. Right, or if you have, you know what I'm saying, Mo Spice, let them know where they can check you out too.
MoSpice13@gmail.com, or y'all can follow me on Facebook, Morgan Lynette, Lynnette.
Hey, and that's what it do. So make sure y'all also stay in tune for that. If y'all artists and y'all do music, or y'all have topics for the show that y'all would like to give us to talk about on the show, feel free to send those to Talk of the Shy
18@gmail.com.
One more time for them.
Talk of the Shy 18@gmail.com.
Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. So also make sure y'all check out Mama Red Broadcasting as well. Like and subscribe that. Be looking out for the Talk of the Shy Street Edition as well. If you missed that, you need to get in tune, because we definitely getting ready to drop that as well. We got that coming out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my whole iHeart, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Spotify, Spreaker, everybody that's sponsoring us, that we partnership with. Man, did I forget anybody?
Thanks for having me on the show, man.
Oh, Dino.
Dino,
yeah, shout out to my boy
Dino,
Dino, man.
Yes.
Thank you, Dino, for tuning in with us today, man.
It was great.
Definitely appreciate you coming in and stepping in with us today. We needed another body, so appreciate you for doing that. Philly.
Philly
My
in
boy,
the
don't
stew.
give your shout outs, man. Let us know who before you go.
Shout out to JoJo Barbie.
Shout out to JoJo Barbie from Philly.
Shout out, and she's still watching. That is the number one supporter.
Dino, man, give your shout outs. Where the people can follow you at, man?
Follow me here, man. Hit the comments. Follow the social media, man. And man, thank all you all for tuning in. This is a great show. They talking about great topics. I'm having a great time. Hopefully they have me back.
Facts. And you already know you got to come back, man. We joined at the hip. Yeah. And y'all already know, follow me at Real Quan the Don _ on Instagram. Or y'all can follow me on Facebook. Those of y'all that don't have my page, it's Quantez Del Sol. I probably can't add you as a friend, but follow me. You know what I'm saying? We doing big things already. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all Wednesday. And like we always say, don't meet us there, beat us there. I gotta play my boy Drillin' Noise going out. I'm sorry, I did it the wrong way. Now listen here, I gotta play my boy going out, man. It's my boy D the Truth, Drillin' Noise, man. Y'all already know what it is. We'll see y'all Wednesday, man. And one more time because we did it wrong. Now my saying is we always say is
don't meet us there, beat us there.
Alrighty, man.
Gang, niggas sending shots like we won't send them back. Bitch, I'm in Drillin' Noise where we get it crackin'. Catch me in Champagne, we'll burn them, got them scraps. Or in Danville, we'll burn them about that action. Well, it don't matter where you at, from Springfield to Chirac. Niggas out here wildin' with guns. If you out having fun, homie, you don't got a gun. No, you see a window roll down, better run. Cause where I'm from, we hustle to survive. You can't eat with me if you ain't starve with me. You can't hustle, better get a job. You go to jail or get killed trying to steal a raw gang. And where I'm from, we hustle to survive. You can't eat with me if you ain't starve with me. You can't hustle, better get a job. You go to jail or get killed trying to steal a raw gang. I had some 4-year niggas flip like a pancake. Woke up with guns on me and saw my man's face. Same nigga slept on my couch, ate off my damn plate. Now it's too damn late. I trust the damn snake. I'm 21, my house bigger than your pop shit. Get money, dummy, fuck that sliding on the op shit. Niggas screaming, Quay World, bitch, that's my shit. You ain't with that high shit, cause you ain't drop shit. Cause where I'm from, we hustle to survive. You can't eat with me if you ain't starve with me. You can't hustle, better get a job. You go to jail or get killed trying to steal a raw gang. And where I'm from, we hustle to survive. You can't eat with me if you ain't starve with me. You can't hustle, better get a job. You go to jail or get killed trying to steal a raw gang. I put my ice on, it's like the lights on. I don't walk out the door without pipe on. These niggas undercover snitches, they got mics on. These hoes Instagram thoughts for lights. Heard your diamonds ain't breathing, nigga, where you get them at? All that talking don't believe you, nigga, go and get a sack. I was down to my lab, but you ain't had that feeling yet. Come from the struggle, get them rags, fuck it up and get it back. Cause where I'm from, we hustle to survive.